Boom. Good morning. This is the Morning Motivation. My name is Thomas Warden. This is the entrepreneurs from across the world that come here each morning to bring you information, tips, and tricks and knowledge of stuff that we have done to shift our lives, our words, and our thought processes to put us into a different energy, a different vibration, and a different frequency level to know that we are a source energy and a power to be able to live our life by the way we want, by the intentions that we set each morning, by being grateful for what we have within our life now, by waking up each day and saying, thank you for the rest that I had within this physical body, by the roof that protected me last night, the blankets that kept me warm, these wonderful clothes that I'm about to put on my back, the food that is in my cupboard and that's about to go into my belly, the wonderful animals, the fur babies that love me unconditionally, the woman that right there, Carol Hedinger, that is loving me unconditionally and supporting and building her business and organization while she works a job just as well. So we are entrepreneurs that work for other people and building businesses, or we work for ourselves, showing others how to do the same thing. And it all starts with a process, because when we work for someone else for so long, we get programmed into their way of thinking. Because when you go to school, what are they doing? They're molding you into going into that craft that they think that you're better fit for, not what you actually feel passionate about. Well, we're shifting the game here. We're showing people how to live your life off the passions and the things that you want to do that make you happy on a day-to-day basis. Because if you're not waking up and happy to get out of bed to go do what you're doing, then we need to reevaluate your life, or you need to reevaluate to make sure that you're waking up and not being a zombie for a corporation and just being a number and a time clock. Because I promise you, as soon as you get laid off from that corporation or job, that number, you are just a number. And guess what? You get mad at that location. You say, I'm bouncing. Y'all can't do this without me. I promise you, your job will be filled with by the next afternoon. We're just numbers, and there's many people waiting in line to have what you have. But yet we found very few that are willing to invest within themselves. All of these people right here, we invested within ourselves to open ourselves up to the bigger opportunities out there, to where I don't have to depend on a 9 to 5 or depend on having to go on somebody else's corporation. I built mine, and I built my empire each day bigger and bigger. Why? Because it's just like anything else within this world. It takes time. So each day, what do? We stay dedicated, and we keep going through the process. We keep doing the steps. We keep making sure we get eyeballs on our offers. We keep talking to people each day. We keep making sure that we're scheduling phone calls. Because if I don't get out there and hustle on my stuff and make sure that I'm getting people and talking to them and, making sure they're understanding what I'm doing and how they can do it as well, then is the world going to even know what I'm doing? So if you're a plumber, if you're an electrician, if you're an accountant, if you're a secretary, if you're a doctor, well, doctors, they have their own little signs in stores. But if you don't have a brick and mortar location, or if you don't have some business cards out, if you don't have some flyers out, if you don't have something out about what you're doing, they're not going to come knocking on your door. That's why they call it door-to-door sales. It's been like that for a long time. People make very good living off of door-to-door sales, or being salesmen. You call that office location, and they say, hey, I want a swimming pool. Cool, we'll send out a salesperson to come talk to you. So he came out there, he laid out the pool, he gave us some numbers, he's working with it. So what is he doing? He is making a commission off of, if we purchase a pool. Same thing with a brick and mortar. You don't make a profit if somebody doesn't purchase anything. Same thing with the online world. If we don't have people seeing our offers and our products and services, then they're not going to come and talk to us. So every day we get in here and we all have something that we're doing, and we're showing other people how to do it and how to shift their lives and their energies, all by the thought process that they're giving to themselves first. Because if you wake up with that lack mentality, or with that I can't mentality, then that's what you're going to have within your life. And the words that we're showing you how to get rid of is I can't. That's not a word. No. I can, I will, and I'm going to accomplish the things that I want to on my goal list today. And then you're going to make sure you prioritize your goals. Now, get better in alignment with the time that you're wasting throughout your life. There's a lot of things that we do that is not conducive to what, is really either bringing education to us or bringing something to us that is moving us with a happiness. So now let's find that what makes you truly happy. When you wake up in the morning, you want more money within your life. Fine. Why do you want that more money? And what is it? Is it going to make you more happy? I want this kind of career. Cool. Is that career going to make you truly happy? Is that going to make you bounce out of bed and saying, yes, I love today because I'm getting to go here and do this? I do. How many of you in here do? I know quite a few that I see on the screen this morning. I know they are happy to get up and do what they're doing because they know whatever they're doing now, they're leveraging what they're doing now to move them to the next elevation, to the next level of their life that they're looking for. We're always getting in here and enhancing ourselves in some shape, form, or fashion with the online world. There's many people across the world that have so much more knowledge than I do in different areas that I need to work on. So what I do, I get in contact with them. I message them. I see if I can get on the phone with them, schedule some time with them. If they will let me at least have 30 minutes so I can ask them some questions. And then what do I do before I even get on the call? I make sure I have all my questions written down, everything, so it can be a flow so his time is not wasted. Because when people make that kind of money in their life, if they give me 30 minutes of it, I am very honored. And I'm very appreciative that they would give me that much, you know? So each day, just know that everybody's time is very valuable. And sometimes that we have things that we're dealing with and situations that we're dealing with. And sometimes we go puke them off on other people when sometimes we need to go to just the mirror and look at the person that had started the situation and now work it out, because there was nobody else added things into your life unless you chose to. We all have that choice within life on many things. I wake up with happiness each day because that's a choice that I make each day. I wake up with positive energy and positive words to myself about how the day is going to go because I set intentions to the day. You know, yesterday I had to, go take care of some tax paperwork, and then I was passing right by my mom, and, so I picked her up and we went grocery shopping, and then I was able to spend some time with her and then have her and my aunt sing a song for me yesterday. And it was just, heartfelt. It was touching, and it was one of those that to see what my aunt, in the conversations that we had, it was touching to see the youngest person in her whole family or in our family and the wildest one in the whole family to now be doing what I'm doing now, to see how I have shifted my life and my energies into a whole different direction because I see the more within it instead of just running by the seat of my pants and, just being the willy-nilly wild child that I was. So when I started grasping and understanding that I can do more for others and I can bring more to the table with the energy that I have and the positive energy. And once I learned how to harness it with source, then they showed me the morning motivation. Hey, it fell right there to where it kept going. And here we are, 365-day challenge for everyone to wake up with happiness within their heart, to wake up and say, I love you within the mirror. A lot of people have never said that to themselves. And it's funny, I'd never even imagined that, but yet doing the life coaching that we do and to be able to talk with people each day within the social media aspect, to how many people have had message me and say, you know what? I've never told myself I love me. It's like, what? I tell myself all the time, because when you're alone, you're never truly alone. And many people tell me, oh, I'm so alone right now. I'd love to have somebody, talk to. I'd love to have somebody within my life. You do every day. You're never alone. You can always know that he is with you and that there's many more around you that has brought you to the places where you are now. So now you just need to evaluate, why do you think you're lonely? Because you're really not. Now let's break this down and have happy, fun, and happy conversations with yourself and start having dreams, and let's start bringing those dreams to reality. And now let's start manifesting some things that are make you not alone and make you happy. Because if you think you're alone now, then let's go join a social group somewhere. Go interact with a church group. If male or female, I know they have male social groups at churches all the time, or just fellowships around town. There's different places that you can go that doesn't put you in the energy level of places you don't want to be. So find the vibration and find the energy places where you want to go that's going to move you, help you, and network you out, because it's just that one person that you can connect with that can put the correct words within you that day. That's like, you know what? I never even seen it in that perspective. That's where we come in. Mentors and guiders and people all across this world every day say things to people that they never even knew that they said to them that shifted their life. JJ does it all the time of going open an automatic door for people, and just saying, hey, let me catch that door for you. What did he do? He just put a spark of happiness within their life, and they didn't have that little spark. Now they're walking through the store with a smile on their face saying, Yeah, that was funny, and they're still laughing about it as they're going through the store. So change their whole energy of, man, I really didn't want to go grocery shopping today. Now it's like, hey, that was funny. And they're picking up stuff and getting the groceries, and change their whole energy just by one little emotion, one little thing that you do. And if you bring out that positive and you bring out that happiness every day within you first, it just flows right out everywhere you go. Go ahead, JJ.
Thomas, I gotta say something about that because it works both ways. It really does. If I've used that technique for a long time, and I never learned it from anybody. I've always been a door opener for everybody. I'll sit there and hold a door open while 15 people walk through, whatever. I love doing it. I get to smile at people and that kind of stuff, and get people saying thank you, and it just feels good, right? Well, it's not like I'm in the greatest mood in the world every minute of my life, but it's all about what you think, right? And if you're heading into a grocery store and you're not feeling the greatest, something happened, whatever, something's going on that has got you down in the doldrums a smidge, look for that person. Look for that person that's coming into the store. Hang tight for a second. Let them get up there, and work your way in front of them. And as soon as you get there in front of them, hey, let me get that door for you. The door comes flying open, and you didn't even have to open it. And it always brings a smile to their face every single time. And the bigger, maybe not the bigger, but equally so, it brings a smile to your face, because when you see them smile, you smile too. And you end up, 99% of the time when I do that, I end up walking into the store with people laughing and giggling, and I just changed both of our states. And, that I actually have quite a bit of stuff I'd like to share with you guys this morning. I'd like to try and be quick about it because I got a huge guest coming on the Kong family show today. So at about 20 after, I got to get out of this joint. But anyway, I just wanted to drop that in real quick. Love you guys. Hootie woo.
Well, Thomas, it goes back to, and JJ, it goes back to last night. Something was spoken. Rod was talking about, he's like, smile as big as you can right now, just for no reason, just smile. And then he's like, okay, now try to be angry, try to be mad. You just can't. You just can't. Why? Because you have a smile on your face. Because you're intentionally smiling, whether you made yourself smile, and it is, or it's authentic. It's hard to be upset. It's hard to be mad. It's hard to have a crappy day or be in a crappy mood, or just have, feel like blah or whatever if you're smiling. It's just hard to. You just can't, It's like with a big smile like this, you can't snap at somebody. You can't be angry with somebody. You're going to confuse the heck out of them, and you might even confuse yourself. You'd be like, wait a second. I have this smile on my face. Why am I upset to begin with? Go ahead, Thomas.
Shannon, you go. Okay, now tell the story, Shannon.
So I was at the grocery store, and I wanted to make my own pizza because I'm trying to eat healthier, but there's only one kind of pizza sauce that I will eat. And they had none on the bottom shelf. And it was like 6 shelves up. There's no way I am reaching it.
Hang on, wait, guys. She's 4'10" and a half. Okay, now. Okay.
So I climbed up 2 shelves. I still couldn't reach it. So then I had to climb up another shelf. And Taylor's not that much taller than me. So he's sitting there holding just my ankles while I'm doing this so I don't fall back. But there was people around just made their day.
That is awesome. Got smiles. Everybody's laughing. And I promise you, everybody that's on the recording and you're seeing this right now, you're laughing. Now, what did we do? We just changed your emotions. We just changed your energy, your vibrations that's within that room. Now take that happiness and keep it. And then now you have filled that room with a smile and an energy. Now, when you, guess what? You keep that, it's going to fill the house. It's going to fill that office space, wherever you're at. The other people are going to feel it. And then guess what? You're going to go out and it's going to fill the world. And we do this every day. And we can come in here, and if we all did it collectively, I said it the other day, if we could all just get on here, the entire world, and at one time be happy, just for a 30-minute period, what could this world truly, the energies, what could it truly do? Wow. You know, that's things that I want every day, because I feel I know what I have. I know what's going on in my life and the direction I'm going, the people that I'm connecting with, you know, because Rod said it last night. What are you wanting to attract? I found what I wanted to attract. I've found my tribe. I found my people who are collective and supportive and, you know, understanding and moving their lives in new directions, and more jumping in each day. And it's fun to see the people across the world that are looking for something more and just didn't know where to go. Now we have an outlet for them to go, to know that they're not alone, that they can come in here and not be judged on anything that they say or they're doing, and know that we can assist you with the different words to bring better energy to yourself. And that's all we're doing, bringing better energy to you. We've got our energy. Now we want you to unlock yours, because this is not something you have to go find. This is not something you're going to go have to buy at a store. This is not something that you're going to have to go find in the woods. It's already in you. We're just showing you how to unlock it, how to bring out that light, that power that you have to show the world the blessings that you are, the awesomeness that you are, the creativity that you have within there, the imaginations that we're going to show you now to how unlock, to bring it to the world to be able to see. That's what we're doing here. We're showing people how to actually become leaders within their own things, how to do their own world. What do you want within your world? Your time-space reality of now, not mine. I've got mine. I know where I'm going. I know where my energy bubble and my universe is rolling, and I know where we're working and want to get to where we need to be. And it's only getting bigger and better every day, because that's the intentions that we're putting to it. We started this 8 months ago with 4 people. 4 people. Now we've been doing this 7 days a week for 8 months. And every day it's only getting bigger, because the team is getting bigger. The community is getting bigger. The people across the world are starting to see it. And to know that they don't have to pay for something. They don't have to go out. This is for free. You're unlocking you. We're just assisting you. Whoo! It's a good day to have a good day. Go ahead, Brother Julio.
Well, the good book says, says, do not conform to the ways of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You know, what are we doing every single morning when we come on this morning Zoom? You know, we call it the morning motivational Zoom for a reason. You know, we're renewing our minds on a daily basis. We're revisiting those concepts, those ideas, those practices, you know, and changing and reconforming the way that we think, reconstructing our thought process. You know, everything that we've been taught our entire lives tells us the opposite of what we're doing here every morning. But we know that us coming here every single morning and having discussion of this, you know, these topics, or, you know, just putting a smile on your face, you know, we understand that is breaking that old mentality away. That is, you know, freeing us from that old mental state, from that old way of processing, old way of thinking. You know, it's a process though. It's not, which is why we encourage people to tune in and day out, because in fact, it is a process. It would be awesome, fantastic, if just at a snap of a finger, you can go from where you are to where you want to be immediately. That may or may not be realistic for the majority of us, but at the snap of a finger, you can make a decision to do that. You can say, okay, well, you know, the buck stops here. We're renewing our minds on a daily basis. That in itself, like I said, is a process, you know. But you have to stay faithful in that. You have to be consistent in that. You have to put those things into practice every single day, throughout your afternoon, through the middle of the day and your evening time, right before you go to bed, and continue to emphasize that over and over and over again. And I guarantee you that the more you put these things into practice, just, you know, expressing your joy, choosing to be happy, you know, I mean, there's many different forms that we discuss, you know, every single morning, just little things. They're not major, humongous things. They're small practices. Looking in the mirror, you know, telling yourself you love you. Looking in the mirror, telling yourself, man, you look good today. Even if you don't feel like you look good today, well, tell yourself you look good today. You are created, right? In your creation, you are perfect just the way you're already made. That's the reality. So tell yourself you're handsome. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself, man, you got some sexy eyes. You know, whatever the case is, hey, I like your lips, Julio. You know, hey, I tell myself random things all the time to build up my own confidence level, you know, to affirm myself in the things that I already know. A lot of times people will see things in us that we don't even see in ourselves. You know, they'll see stuff in us. Oh, man, that person is this or that, or man, you know, that Thomas, he's fantastic. He's a great motivator. You know, he got his head screwed on straight or whatever the case may be. You know, people see that potential. They see that greatness in each and every one of us. A lot of people are just failing to see it within themselves because of how they think, because of all the garbage that they've been told their entire lives. You know, so we come here every single morning renewing our mind, renewing the way we think, the way we operate, reconfiguring that. You know, pretend for a second, you know, that you have this computer, and in the computer's design, it's perfect. But 1 year, somebody had put a virus in it. Second year, somebody did another virus. Third year, is it going to function the way it's supposed to, the way it was designed to, at optimal level? You might have some little virus protection here and there when you read, or when you come on a morning Zoom, or, you know, you have these positive influences in your life, or you had a really great teacher, a really great mentor, you know. So those things are putting the virus protection in there, you know, but you're going to need a full cleaning, but it's going to take you going through your processor. It's going to take you going through and deleting the garbage that doesn't belong there, you know, the images that don't belong on your stuff, you know, the concepts that don't belong on your stuff, the typings or whatever, the programming, the whatever, you know. You grasp that for a second, you know, anything that you know is not a part of what you want, what you envision yourself, what you desire, get rid of it. Get rid of it.
It helps the universe out tremendously because it lets them know what you don't want in your life, because that's the best part of our journeys. We're figuring out what we want and we're figuring out what we don't want. And then hey, I don't want that. It makes it easy not to even think about that because we know you don't want it. So that puts a better thought process to, hey, that was more fun. That was more happy. That brought better energy. That brought a lot of money. That brought, you know, this, that, whatever. So bring your thoughts down.
That's on point. That's exactly it, Thomas. You know, and it's let me tell you guys something. When you begin this process, it's not easy, but it's doable. And in the process, you'll begin to realize what Thomas just said. He hit on something very, very important. You'll begin to see things differently. If you study what I just gave you, which is Romans 12:2, in case you guys wanted to look it up. If you were to study that, you know, hey, I have my own practices and how I believe and what I'm practicing and all of that, so I don't step on anybody else's. However, if you study that, it references that once you get past that point of renewing the mind, you'll begin to practice certain testings. So you'll be able to put different concepts into practice and see them come about, see them come into fruition, see them materialize. Not, you know, hey, there's no pen in front of me and out of nowhere a pen pops up out of no, but you'll begin to see that through that process of you renewing your mind, you'll begin to put those things to testing, and then they'll prove themselves, and then you'll go, okay, all right, well, let me see what else how else this works, and you could apply it to a different area or different concept in your life, and then boom, you see it come into fruition as you go, oh wow, this is a beautiful principle, you know. But it starts with you. Renew this thing on a daily basis, and it'll transform everything else. And then you'll begin to see the true blessings in life. And then you'll truly begin to, what me and Thomas were talking about last night, truly live. A lot of people go about their entire lives, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, never having lived one day of their life. Yeah, they're alive. They're alive. But are they living? Are they enjoying this thing called life?
I lost a real good friend. Lived in a small town, maybe a 1 hour radius from around that one little small town. And that, you know, Lake Charles and then Alexandria, Houston. But nothing major. Stayed right there his entire life and died right there at about 50 years of age. Never went anywhere. So I'd come back from trips or I'd come back from places and you didn't go those places. You didn't see all. And then I'd show pictures and you're like, well, damn, that seems pretty cool. You know, Yeah, why don't you come with us next time? Oh, no, no. So we live. All of us right here live. And Jen said it just very well right there. If you don't know where you are going or what you want, how the heck are you going to achieve it? So that was right there in the chat comments for you guys. So go over that. That's what it's all about. Know what you want. Then it's going to be easier to put you in yourself in the direction of where you wanting to go. Know the people that you want to surround yourself with. Then that's the tribe that you will start attracting, because that's the energy that you will start putting out. Because if you're, in that lack of mindset and saying, I need this sale, or I need to talk to a new client, or this, that, and the other, then you're not looking at it in the right way. Because we are networkers. It's a communication that you put to each other. And then you start surrounding, people start being attracted to you. All right, JJ, you had something you wanted to bring out? I'll let you go ahead before you need to step out, brother.
Sure. Yeah, I this is every morning. This is just incredible. And something came up here in the chat on the live feed. Our brother Brandon Bickford, he said something that perhaps everybody can ponder, and maybe we can chat about it tomorrow, because I think this is kind of interesting. He said, in all honesty, what do you guys believe would happen if the collective happiness of billions of people was directed outwards at the same time? If Thomas's visions of everyone being on here at the same time, I can't even fathom what would happen. And that wasn't part of what I wanted to bring up, but that was something that I felt should be brought up, just because it's an interesting question, and it just goes to show the kind of reach we're having by doing what we're doing. And brother Bickford, he's out there, he's listening in here every day, and he's making some interesting comments. But what would happen if billions of people collectively shouted out their happiness all at the same time? It's kind of
my question to him then, what would you want to happen at that time frame? What would be your thought process? Because no one can ever fathom it, because it's never happened. So nobody actually could ever say what could happen. So then my thought process to you would be, what would you want to happen at that moment? So
there you go, Brandon. Maybe you should come in here tomorrow, jump on in the Zoom personally, and let's chat about it. That's awesome. But what I wanted to bring up, you guys, first off, just real quick, I wanted to encourage everybody to listen to as soon as they can. It's on recording. It's on the Kong Family YouTube channel. It's on the Kong Family Facebook page. Our meeting yesterday that we had with Sam Tran. It was absolutely phenomenal. The things that man has to say are worth listening to, because he has a super unique story. He, along with our buddy Ricky Bowden over there that's in here right now, these two guys have a really tremendous story to offer, and you really should try to listen to it. But yesterday's meeting was so powerful in it, and everything we've been yapping about here this morning has really, it just keeps bringing me back over and over and over again to the things that Sam said yesterday in that meeting that we had. It was absolutely incredible, and I highly recommend that you guys all go listen to what came out in that. And but one of the things that I love to do around here, because there are people out there that are naysayers, that they don't believe that this kind of thing could help them, and so that's why they don't come in. I had a lady that reached out, and I was chatting with her, and she obviously has some serious ish with her abyss, and I said, hey, you have a few minutes to talk, and we actually did a little Facebook video thing and chatted for a little while. And in the end of it all, I just encouraged her to stop worrying about the past and start living in the day. And I gave her this information to come in here and said, just give it a try, will you? Just give it a try. See if it'll help you. Did she? No, she's not in here. She's not interested. And she put up a really sad post this morning on Facebook, and whatever. The thing is you can't help people who won't help themselves. You can try, you can reach out, you can give it an effort, But for those kinds of people, what I like to do is give out real world examples. And the best place for me to give those out from is from my own experience. And what has happened to me since I came into this place going on 5 months ago. Literally almost every single morning for the last 5 months, I've been coming in here, and it has made a drastic difference in my life and the way I think about things. And I want to give you another perfect example of how that has come to play. For the last 4 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for the last 4 days, I've been getting up every morning at 4:30 a.m. And the reason for that is because of another business that I'm involved with, and I've invested a good deal of time and money into. And one of my mentors with that business, he promised me that he would give me some one-on-one training. And we had scheduled that training for after this morning motivation and after the Kong family show, and that wasn't working out. It just wasn't working out with his schedule. And so I told him, look, man, I need to get this training. And if I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning to get this training, I will, because he's on the East Coast and, you know, the Eastern time zone. And so for the last 4 days, I've gotten up at 4:30 in the morning to be able to get my routine taken care of. And then I've jumped in to, you know, waited for that meeting to come, waited for that training to come. And for 4 straight days, he's put me off. And, you know, and my point of this is that in the past, had that happened, I'd just be pissed off as hell. I'd be like, you know, blah, 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 whatever kind of expletives might have come out, because I'd be so irritated about the fact that I've gotten up at 4:30 in the morning to get into this training. And I'm literally dragging myself out of bed. I'm going to bed early in the morning and getting up anyway, you know, because I need this, right? And he just keeps putting me off over and over again. I still haven't, in the 4 days I've gotten up, haven't had a single training. Well, the difference is between my past and my present is that in the past I would have went crazy over it, and that would have done me absolutely no good. What I have done, the way I've handled this situation, is I've just said, well, you know, whatever. There's always tomorrow morning at 4:30, and instead of getting angry, I've just said, okay, you know, let's do it tomorrow. And I've taken that time to work on myself and to, you know, try to put out some good information on Facebook and go ahead and make use of that time rather than get mad about it and go back to bed and be angry at the fact that what I was promised isn't happening at this point. And so the truth of the matter is, you guys, is that you can change, and I'm living proof of it. And I know some other people that are in here that are living proof of that as well. And so to all those people that are watching this, listening in, it's all up to you. It's all up to what you think right here. And a really great place to start that process is right here in the mornings. And if you get the chance, do yourselves a favor. Go listen to yesterday's Kong Family Show with Sam Tran. It's called The Kong Family Welcomes Sam Tran from Hawaii. He's in the middle of his vacation in Hawaii, and he jumped in to visit with the Kong family. And his reason for doing so was absolutely phenomenal, you guys. You got to go listen to it as soon as you get the time.
I woke up this morning thinking about it still.
Yeah.
Between that and last night, Thomas, yeah, my mind has definitely done a shifting just in the last 24 hours, you know. And this is what we're always talking about, reshifting of the mind, you know.
And it's all a choice, you know,
Yeah.
like JJ was saying, it's all a choice that we wake up each day, and that we're showing people that you have a choice to go with the positive energy, go with the good flow of life, of what you want with the intentions. And knowing that there's people in here, yes, we have all shifted our life into a tremendous different direction. Why? Because we have always doing something for someone else, and now we're doing something for us. And then people are saying, well, y'all are selfish. No, we're not. Because what we have that we brought to ourselves, we invested within us. Now we're able to bring it back to the world in many shapes, forms, or fashions. Because JJ's show there was not always on Facebook. It wasn't there. That just started. But yet the lives it has already impacted within that short period of time that he has been doing it on a day-to-day basis. Because why? He stayed dedicated. He's doing something that he wasn't doing before that wasn't working for him, to now doing something that is now starting to put some eyes to it. And now having people commenting back, people coming to it and listening. That's what this is all about every day, bringing information out and sharing it to the world. Go ahead, Jen.
I'm just almost done my yoga, by the way, so multitasking does work. But I just wanted to say, during the motivation, I have to go back on YouTube, Thomas, and watch like the first 20 minutes, because my dad called me, and my dad is like, he does taxes for a living. So this is like the busiest time of the year. And I'm like, not surprised I don't hear from him. But on the flip side of that, I have a circle of people that mean the world to me, that absolutely mean the world to me. And my dad is one of them. He's always been my biggest fan. He's always pushed me. He's always been super supportive, non-judgmental, just a really good person. And so I didn't hear from him on my birthday. Like, I'm surprised. I usually hear from him at 5 a.m. He'll call me really quick and say happy birthday. And he didn't. And I had, thousands of people reach out to me, and I didn't hear from him. And I was like, it kind of bugged my mindset a little bit, right? So I heard from him this morning, and I guess he accidentally deleted his email that he meant to send to me. And he's like, how's business going? Because I've been in this business 3 years. I went through a separation. I had my mindset all thrown in the toilet for a little bit. And I'm like, it's awesome, man. I'm listening to a motivation with Thomas this morning. Thomas and the Fam Jam. And he's like, that's awesome. He's like, if I can tell you anything, because he is an entrepreneur, right? He has his own business. He's like, stay consistent. Just stay consistent and keep going. And you're going to swim through stuff. Sometimes it's tough. He's like, but just keep going and keep your momentum up. And I just had to share that, guys, because it was like, it feels so warm and fuzzy again.
Definitely. Yes. Gotta love those phone calls. And that's what it is, guys. We will swim a river. It may look raging, like we can't cross it, but I promise you, you're going to be able to make it. You're going to see a mountain in front of you. That's okay. We're going to show you how to part that just a little bit and make your trek over that and get you to that other side that you want to be on. Whatever level you're wanting within your life, we're here to assist you and guide you in all shape, forms, and fashions. We want everybody to rise to the next level of what you want within your life, the direction you want it to go. And we have the proven track records. We have the proven system. We have the educational platforms. We have products. We have everything needed to move people into a new direction of life, of learning something within you first, and then how you can bring that passion and that energy to the table so the world will be able to see it as well. And it is so much fun once you get in an attunement and alignment with you, and knowing that, thank you, JJ, for coming out, brother. Have fun today. Guys, the Kong Family Show on the Facebook page. So catch up with him, and he will be live here in 25 minutes. All right. So, guys, it is an awesome day. Brother Ryan, he's not in here today, is he? I don't see him. Nope, not today.
I'm here, Thomas. I'm in here.
All right.
Hiding in the corner there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to pull you out, brother. Brother Ryan comes in here and from Canada, Manitoba, Canada. And
You betcha, buddy.
Every day, and he reads something out of a book, out of a passage, a message, a little insert, something that grabs his heart that he likes to bring back to the table every day so y'all can enjoy it just as well. So there's many books that he passes around and shares to the world. And so he'll let you know what book he's reading out of today. And you can go on Amazon, or you can go to your Books A Million store and purchase those books as well.
Do you need me? You need me to beatbox this morning, Ryan? I could bust out a beatbox.
No, I got something from the Voice of Knowledge. Actually, I'm saving that one for a special day.
I'm messing with you, dude. I love you.
I love you too, buddy. Okay, yeah, it's coming from the Voice of Knowledge, and it's on point with the message like usual every day, in tune with you guys. So, emotions are real. Before you learn to speak, your brain is like a perfect computer, but without a program. When you are born, you don't know a language. It takes several years for your brain to mature enough to receive a program. The program is introduced to you mainly through your parents as well as other people around you. They hook your attention and teach you the meaning of words. You learn to speak, and the program goes inside you little by little, and by each agreement. You agree, and now you have the program. Well, if you are the computer, the knowledge is the program. Everything you know, all the knowledge in your head was already in the program before you were born. I can assure you that none of us have ever had an original idea. Every letter, every word, every concept in your belief system is part of the program. And that program is contaminated with a virus called lies. There's no need to judge the program as good or bad or right or wrong. Even if we don't like the program, nobody is guilty for sharing it with us. It's just the way it is. And it's wonderful because we use the program to create our stories. But who is running our life? The program. The program has a voice, and it's lying to us all the time. How can we know what the truth is when almost everything we have learned is a lie? How can we recognize what is real in us? Well, it took some time for me to find out, but I found out. Our emotions are real. Every emotion that we feel is real. It is the truth. It is. I discovered that every emotion comes directly from our spirit, from our integrity. It is completely authentic. You cannot fake what you feel. You can try to repress your emotions. You can try to justify what you feel or lie about what you feel. But what you feel is authentic. It is real, and you are feeling it. There's nothing wrong with whatever you feel. There are no good emotions or bad emotions. There's nothing wrong with anger or jealousy or envy. Even if you're feeling hate, it comes from your integrity. Even if it is sadness or depression that you are suffering, if you feel it, there's always a reason for feeling it. So that grabbed me, and I hope did the same for you. So much love, everybody.
Got me emotional, man. I ain't gonna front. Got me emotional.
Don Miguel, buddy. I don't know. He grabs me every time I open that book.
Sometimes I'm just I'm in awe, and I share this oftentimes with Thomas, but not necessarily with you all in the morning time. JJ was speaking about how his life has been transformed since coming on here in the morning time, and how he reacts differently in life in ways that he wouldn't react before. And I mentioned to Thomas a million times, all the time, every few days I'm always telling him how I'm experiencing new things. I have you guys know I didn't talk to Ryan at all to bust out with the computer analogy, in reference to renewing the mind. And then he specifically already had something prepared because he prepares something in advance that exactly speaks on the exact same topic and uses the exact same example to describe what's going on in our minds.
It blows me away every day, buddy. I can't believe how tapped in and in tune we all are with one another. It's an amazing feeling to have. I love you all.
Can't make this stuff up, guys. Really can't. We're not putting anything into practice that is new. These concepts have been around for such a long time. Thomas says it all the time. But I got emotional just you reading that, because I'm just like, man, God, I'm so thankful, and I'm overwhelmed, but I'm humbled at the same time just for being in tune, and how that plays a dramatic mega role in my day-to-day and being in tune, Good stuff, man.
Yeah, buddy. Love you.
Yes, very powerful. Oh, man, right on track today. I love it when this all lines up and just the energy and everything flowing. People are flowing, the conversations are flowing, and we all have something on point that we, bring to the table every day. And that's just, that's what we're all here for, to create and uplift, So we're going to open up the table one more time before we pass it on to anybody want anything else they want to bring out. Julio, should I play on the garden song?
I think.
Huh? Yeah, guys. Yesterday, I don't know how many of y'all may have seen the song that my mom and aunt did. Little by little, every day. Anyway, this is another one that they sing that this one hasn't went out for anybody. So I'm gonna let it play. It's just about 2 minutes. Y'all got two more minutes for me before we pass it on to Shannon. Yes. All right. So let's listen to it right quick. My mom and my aunt, they're twins, 68 years of age. They've got some good little vocals on them. So, they're fun. They're both diabetics. They're both going through a lot of things within life. My mom's just going back to reversing into the younger age with her diabetes and everything. And my aunt just had a little spot of cancer taken off of her. So now we've got her 2 weeks prior to that surgery. She's started the water. So now we have everybody in the family with our machines and working right along to get their bodies in alignment. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to this right quick. And so here we go. Here we go. While the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. All right, a little gift to y'all today. You know, guys, we all walk this earth together. We're all having fun co-creating together. We're all having fun bringing our lives into a new direction, a new energy, and a new vibration. Just know that you're never alone when you're walking this earth. You always have people that have been through situations that can help you and assist you and guide you and to bring you out of the darkness if that's what you truly want, you know. But it is a choice that you have to make to bring your life in the directions, to be able to get in alignment with source energy, with the source energy within you, to be able to bring your life into the new level, the new energy, the new vibrations. And it all starts with telling yourself that I love you and that you have gratefulness in your heart for everything that you have in this now time space reality. Enjoy every moment of this life. Enjoy every part of this journey, because it is the creations of your thoughts and your dreams that you have been in that has got you to where you're at now. No one else has. So what do you dream for your next self? What do you dream for you to be where? What do you dream for what you want? What do you want to actually have within your life? If you want that certain hair, then go cut your hair that way. If you want a certain look on your clothes, go then dress that way. If you want to have a certain job, then go get that job. If you don't have the education for it, get the education for it. You know, if you want to move yourself, then you are the one that's going to have to put the vibrations to you in the thought process first to make it happen. So we are only a catapult and an energy level and vibrations that can bring energy to you to know what we have done to shift our lives. Now know what you need and know where you need to go and move yourself towards that direction. We're going to pass this on to Miss Shannon to wrap this up with an affirmation. She comes in here every day to give us something. So if you have time, if you're not driving, make sure you can take a deep breath right quick. Listen to the words that she's about to give out. Apply them words to yourself and your direction of what you need. Not just listening to her saying, oh, those were good words for you, Shannon. No, if it works for you, then let it go into you. So absorb and receive the words that she's about to say. Go ahead, Shannon.
I was never created to live depressed, defeated, guilty, condemned, ashamed, or unworthy. I was created to be victorious. I am ready for transformation. I embrace love in the present moment, and I let go of fear. I decide what I want. I write it down, make a plan, and work on it. I am the inspiration that I need. I am connected to the endless abundance of the universe. I believe in my powers and radiate confidence. I believe in the person I am becoming. I believe I am where I need to be at this very moment.
Believe in where you're at. Believe in what you want. Believe in this now, time, space reality. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the journey, guys. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you all for coming out and spending the time with us today. And we will catch you all tomorrow. Same bat channel, same Zoom link. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good day, guys.